Did you know which were the authors that Emily Dickinson used to read? Well, as I've commented in other occasions, Emily was a real bookworm. She enjoyed reading nearly as much as writing. But who were the authors she enjoyed reading the most? Among her favorite authors were Keats, Tennyson, Emerson, Thoreau, also Washington Irving, Sir Walter Scott, Lord Byron or Wordsworth, who represented the peak of the Romantic period of literature. But she very especially loved the work by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, whose poetry she deeply admired, together with the works by the Bronte sisters, who started a new era of psychological fiction which absolutely charmed Emily. She particularly enjoyed the reading of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte and felt deeply connected to the poetry by Emily Bronte. She also felt very passionate about the life and work of Mary Ann Evans, popularly known through her pen name George Eliot, who created characters with complex inner lives. With all of them, she shared the need to portray the limitations imposed by the societal environment they all lived in, reflecting at the same time in their works the particular ways of escaping that reality. She used to mention and quote her favorite authors in her letters, and those who had a special impact on her she considered nearly as friends, in such a way that she profoundly mourned their deaths, like those of Charlotte Bronte or Elizabeth Barrett Browning, to whom she dedicated posthumous poems. And did you know of whom were two of the portraits that hung in Emily's bedroom? Well, the writing of her poems was very well accompanied by the presence and inspiration of two of her favorite authors I've just mentioned, Elizabeth Barrett Browning and Mary Ann Evans or George Eliot. But one cannot talk about Emily Dickinson's favorite authors without mentioning one of her most beloved writers ever, one of her major references, an author that she passionately admired, the one and only William Shakespeare, who represented a constant source of inspiration for Emily. In her early 20s, she belonged to the so-called reading cycle, which was basically a group of boys and girls who periodically met to read Shakespeare aloud. And throughout her life, she frequently referenced his characters and quoted his plays and sonnets, both in his correspondence and poems. And guess who were her favorite Shakespearean heroines? Well, of course, they could not be the most virtuous ones. Emily felt especially drawn to three of Shakespeare's most transgressive and powerful female characters, who were Cleopatra, Queen Margaret, and Lady Macbeth. She even identified herself with Othello, very likely because of the racial atmosphere that was unfortunately so present in the 19th century America. And before leaving, I'd like to mention that despite being her contemporary and sharing with her the innovation and transgression regarding both the subject and style in the American poetry of that time, she never read Walt Whitman. The thing was that the influential editor and Emily's friend Gilbert Holland branded him as disgraceful. She mentions this in a letter to her friend and mentor Thomas Wentworth Higginson. You speak of Mr. Whitman. I never read his book, but was told that he was disgraceful. And if you didn't know, now you know. And if you feel like, leave in the comments below if you've ever read any of the authors that Emily used to enjoy, and share with us which works and what you loved about them. Take care and stay tuned.